Hey everybody, back at it again here. I've got an Bluetti EB70S. This is the upgrade to the EB70. I'm sure S stands for second edition or sport or souped up, something like that. So one of the major improvements on the S is they went from a 700 watt inverter to an 800 watt pure sine inverter. This 800 watt inverter has a 1400 peak. So if it takes a little extra voltage to get your appliance going, this will do it. As long as its running watts is under 800, it'll do just fine. Couple neat things about it. This brick, the power brick that you charge it from an AC socket, will charge it in 3 to 4 hours. These are LiFePO4 batteries that are in here. Also, going down the road, you can charge it off your cigarette lighter. And I believe that's 5 to 7 hours. If it's wrong, I'll correct it here down below. You can also connect it to a solar panel with this MC4 to, I believe that's an 8mm connection that goes into your charging port. Hook it up to any aftermarket solar panel. It's got a built-in charge controller. Now, the 12 volt outlet here is a regulated 12 volt outlet. Where some of the other ones, the voltage will drop when you start using it. This one maintains, I believe it's 13.2 volts. Which is important if you're running a 12 volt refrigerator off grid. Some of the refrigerators are designed to cut off so it doesn't run down your battery. So if it drops below, let's say 11.6 volts, it'll turn off your refrigerator and you lose the contents of your refrigerator. Now these USB-C ports are 100 watts each. They're each 100 watts, not 100 watts combined. Same with the USB connections. They also have these connectors right here that you can get on Amazon and add extra 12 volt outlet plugs. 4 AC outlets. And this again is a pure sine inverter, meaning it's going to protect your sensitive electronics, running your laptop, you're charging your phones, charging tablets, any sensitive devices like that. Also, neat little feature that Bluetti implements is the wireless charging pad on the top, and I have used that. I've charged it off a 12 volt solar or a 100 watt solar panel, and it takes, depending on the day, like today was a little cloudy, it was taking in about anywhere from 75 to 78 watts. On a good Sunday, it's taking in about 100 watts, 98 to 100 watts. Now I have a 500 watt power station now by another company I won't mention, but it doesn't have the LiPo4 technology in it. So after about 500 cycles, the batteries are going to start degrading on that lithium battery. Where with the LiPo4 technology, 2,500 plus cycles, which is just incredible, which means you're going to get a long life out of the product, so your investment in this is going to last you a long time. It has light on it, which for me is kind of useless. It really doesn't do any good. It'll flash and do different things and different levels. And I guess that would be one drawback to this that suggest they improve on is the power meter. It registers in 20% increments. So you really don't know anything, you know, real accurate. 20%. I think I would improve on that if they had asked me my suggestion. I like the color selection. They've got blue, mint green, red, and I think steel gray are the colors. Kind of stylish, and it'll match your, however you want to decorate your van or RV or your house, or however you want to do it. Now you can take this and use it as an emergency power at your house as well. Say your power goes out. I know people in California have that issue where they have random blackouts. This will actually power your refrigerator, your household refrigerator, for about an hour, depending on the watt draw, but the average refrigerator about an hour. I like the fact that it'll power my 12-volt DC fridge. I've got a 46-quart Iceco fridge. And I've done the calculations for approximately 3 days on its battery capacity, which is 716 watts. So this is an in-between that 500 and 1000 size. It's still portable. I don't know if any of you have checked out the different sizes. The 500 watt is, you know, not so bad. When you get up to 1000 watt, it gets a little heavy, especially if people with limited strength, limited mobility. At 30 pounds, most people can manage this fairly easily. Another thing I like about this is the handle folds away, where some of the other brands have the handle that takes up additional space. So you can store this in a smaller space than you can with the 500 watt from other companies. I've heard some people mention about the cooling fan. The cooling fan has been improved in this, I believe, and it's quieter. It doesn't seem to bother me at all. I will say that the power brick, as soon as you plug it in, you're going to hear it. It's got a fan that runs constantly. Is it real bad? It's tolerable. But most people don't have their head right next to it when they're charging it. In my opinion, I would say that's a minor deal. I've run all different kinds of tools, as you'll see in the next video, next clips. I'll show you the different tools I've run. So let's take a look at that and see all the different things I've charged or ran off it. Now these are some of the power tools I was able to run off the Bluetti EB70S. Now the skill saw, it started up, but it uses more than 800 watts running. So it would start up, but they would kick the breaker in it. So you can't run it continuously. It's not designed to do that, as the continuous running watts is 800 and it has to be below that. I have also used the charging pad on the top to charge my phone several times. Very useful. I can also use the Bluetti to charge all my electronic devices, including, but not limited to, 2 of my drones. I have 3. My Chromebook, my GoPro cameras, and my phones. Well, I guess the next question is the Bluetti right for you? The EB70 has done good for me, and I'm going to keep this. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I'm going to retire my 500 watt power station, probably do a pay it forward thing, give it to someone in need. And I've got someone in mind already. So I'm going to donate that, and this will be my new power station for all my mobile studio and charging needs. I forgot to tell you, when I'm going down the road shooting videos, sometimes I have to power my camera to keep it charged. They only last so long, the batteries, and switching a battery when you're driving down the road is kind of hard. So I'll take a USB cord like this, have this sitting behind my seat, and I can plug it into my camera and charge my camera when I'm going down the road, or charge my phone, which works great for me. I can also charge equipment from, if I've got multiple stops I want to record at, I can charge my video equipment and my audio equipment along the way. I have a solar system on my rig. Unfortunately, I don't work in my rig. I work outside. You see me shoot videos from my clam tent. Usually I have a power station handy for charging things. I also have had people gatherings at my camp, and I'll set up lights on my canopy or lights around my rig, and I can run them right off my power station. It's a useful tool, and just because you have a solar system doesn't mean a power station couldn't help you out some. I mean, emergency situations, you could throw this in a side-by-side if you're going for lunch somewhere, to run your refrigerator, to run, charge your phones, video equipment. I mean, there's endless possibilities with it. And I think it's a great tool, and it's a great product. Now, I have to let you know that they did send me this to keep. I didn't pay for it. But I feel I've given you the best review I can for what I see as a decent product. And I would recommend you buying one if you're in need. And this isn't the only size they have. I will have a link in the description along with a discount code that I'm going to put right here. The discount code gives you $35 off the price. The link in the description takes you right to Bluetti's site to purchase them, or look at the different models they have, including their solar panels. They have everything on there. So if you're considering buying one, I would put this one at the top of your list, or near the top of your list, because it's quality equipment. It feels good. The handle's strong. Even in the back of the handle here, you can't see, is rubber, so when it's laying down, it doesn't make all kinds of noise and rattle, which would drive me insane going down the road. Little touches like that. They also have rubber feet, non-skid rubber feet, which is a plus. It's just an overall good product. If you're looking for power outdoors or emergency power, this is a good product to look at. I would recommend it. So tell me what you think in the comments. If you already have one, tell me what you think of the one you have. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe so I can bring you more product reviews and more drone footage. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.